Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here with Jason Montague, President and CEO of Regent Seven Seas Cruises. And we've interviewed Jason in the past, but not in a long time. And actually, the last interview we were supposed to have was one on his brand new ship, which, as we all know, is now exists, but it has not launched yet. And we were going to be on board with him to do this, but we wanted to get an update on what's going on with Regent, and we're hoping that we will be, the next one you see with us will be live on that ship. But we're going to talk about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, first of all, Jason, how are you and where are you?
Hey, James, it's great to see you. Wish we were doing this in person on the Splendor as well, too, but it's good to do this over video.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the big things everybody's worrying about. How soon do you think, and I'm not going to hold you to this date, do you think Regent will return to the seas? What's your latest sort of public date to restart?
Yeah, I mean, James, obviously it's a great question. I know it's a question that everyone has. Right now, we're canceled through the end of April. I wish I had a definitive date for you as far as when we believe we're going to start. I'm optimistic it's going to be this year. So that's a good point. But there's still a lot of questions we need answers to. And this isn't a race for us. We're not trying to be first. We're going to make sure we're doing it right. So we're keeping our guests, our crew, and the communities we visit safe. And that's the most important thing. But, I am optimistic that we're going to be back in the water soon.
Yeah, and I think most people feel that way. But whether it's in May or the summer or early fall, no one really knows. To be honest with you, hopefully by the end of the summer, a large portion of the population will get vaccinated, which I think would be a little clue that we can get back in the water either way, but we'll see what happens there. Now, let's talk a little bit about while this is all going on, where is your fleet? Where are all your ships?
So all five of our ships right now are actually in Italy. So they're all there. Love to get a shot of all five of them together, hopefully at some point while they're there. Haven't been able to do that just yet, but they're all based in Italy at the moment.
No, that's amazing. You should get a shot of all of them together, or at least the ones that are together. I've seen a few of those from some other cruise lines, and it's kind of interesting. It's probably a rare case when it will really be the case. Sometimes we see two together, but never the whole fleet.
Never, yeah. There isn't a time that I would have all five together, so I'm hoping to take advantage of this before they obviously move off to their respective regions.
Yeah. Now, one that I'm particularly interested in is the one that we were all supposed to meet on, Seven Seas Splendor. Where is that ship right now, and what's it up to?
So she's in Italy with the others. She's just an amazing ship, James. I'm truly sorry that we didn't get to experience her firsthand with you, but she's ready to go. So we're going to be ready to relaunch her. She's going to be on her inaugural season because we never had the inaugural season, but she's magnificent. We tagged her as luxury perfected. This is after Seven Seas Explorer, the most luxurious ship ever built.
Right.
Both bold statements, but both of the ships live up to every single word of that. Truly outstanding. Over an acre of marble, over 500 chandeliers, $5 million worth of art throughout the entire ship. Just simply stunning. And that's what we tried to do with Splendor. Really, it was all about perfecting the details. From Explorer moving on to Splendor. So couldn't be more thrilled.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. I said it is a twin, but you've been sort of upgrading and looking at what you did with Explorer, and then going one better, right? With Splendor.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes and nuances throughout, including alcove seats and La Veranda that actually puts you over the water, while you're eating dinner or lunch. So a lot of nice changes. That's what we try to do at Regent. We're always looking to perfect. And make everything better. And that's part of the unrivaled experience. And it's exactly what we did with Splendor.
Well, hopefully we'll get on her later this year, and we'll see all that you got to offer. Now, I sort of lost track, but did you have another ship that was coming out this year, or is it the next one out? What's the next one after this?
So we do have another ship that's going to be built, but we're not taking delivery to the end of 23 at this point.
Got it. So you're not
still on track. She's still on track to be delivered at the end of 23.
Yeah, then let's talk a little bit about, you've long focused on delivering this sort of luxury, all-inclusive cruise experience. Why is it sort of tougher for some reason? It may not be so tough. It's not tough for me. Why is it more important now that consumers and travel advisors understand the advantages of an all-inclusive luxury cruise experience?
That's always been one of the differentiators for Regent. We are by far the most inclusive not just cruise experience. I think it's overall leisure experience.
Right.
So we basically include everything, James. So rather than tell you what we include, I'm going to tell you what we don't include.
Well, that's it. You got to say what you don't. I think if I recall, it's like maybe spa treatments, but I don't know. Maybe you've added that in now. I don't know.
Well, we've added. You're right about the spa treatment. So we don't include it except for the Regent suite. So the Regent suite is the 4,443 square foot suite on Splendor and Explorer,
Right.
and we include unlimited spa treatments in the Regent suite. But so we don't include the spa. Typically, we don't include the gift shop, obviously. And there's one thing that I'll never include, James, is the casino. So we're not including the casino at all.
Well, knowing you well, I'm glad. I'm very sorry because boy, you could clean up. That with the casino is a great place on the Regent. Yeah, but yeah, no, totally understandable. But someday somebody will get at least. I'm sure you can give them a few free chips now and then, but we'll see what happens. But now,
but to go back on the inclusive side. So it's unlimited shore excursions. So we have over 2,000 free shore excursions across the globe where we visit. We just included valet laundry, this past summer as part of the all-inclusive offering too now. So it truly is the most inclusive experience. And it is a huge differentiator for multiple reasons. One, our guests don't have to worry about anything. They know that we're taking care of every detail for them, and it can be truly customized. It's not like we force them to do this one shore excursion and that's your only option. We truly allow our guests to customize their entire experience. So again, all specialty dining included, all beverages, exactly how they want to experience their vacation. That's exactly how they're going to experience it. So they can truly customize it. Then on top of that, our travel partners get commissioned on all elements of it from that standpoint too. So they're getting a higher commission. So the guest gets a truly customized experience for themselves. So it's a win for them. And then it's a win for our travel partners at the same time too, because they're going to get commissioned on the overall package at the same time.
No, I've always made that point for a long time that the more inclusive you got, the higher your commission's going to be when you sell that product. And to be honest with you, I think the more satisfied your clients are going to be because they don't have to keep, paying for all kinds of stuff on board. And yes, it does demand that we get into the luxury sphere or the high premium to get into that area. But you guys have done a great job. When Regent many years ago included shore excursions, at least a lot of them, although I know you do have some for pay, I was like, yeah, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, the value proposition, just what you talked about, is key because that's where our travel partners really come in. Because when you package all the elements together and you truly compare it to similar size suites. Now, if you remember, all the cruise, every segment of the cruise industry has suites on board their ships.
Sure.
So the luxury segment only represents about 25 to 30% of the suites in the overall industry. Now, we're all suite, being luxury, that what luxury is about is being all suite. But when you compare us to other suites in every segment and you package everything we include, the price points are not really that different.
Right.
But the overall experience, you can't compare the same type of experience on a huge ship. Even the premium ships these days are big, right? Yeah. They morph from where they were, years and years ago to being much more smaller, intimate ships to obviously bigger ships to cater to all people. Mm-hmm. So you can't have the same experience on a 750 passenger ship as you would on a 3,000 passenger ship. So it's our partners who truly educate the customers on the value proposition and making sure they're comparing all costs. Because as you know, on a cruise, unless you're going on Regent, you're paying to get there, you're paying to obviously get on the ship, you're paying during the ship, and then you're paying to get off the ship at the same time too. And then obviously all the off-ship experiences at the same time too. With Regent, we just package it all together to make it nice and easy.
No, absolutely. And that's been one of your great selling points over the years, and it's even more so now. And in fact, you just launched kind of a new campaign, Unrivaled Space at Sea, talking about and in this day and age with COVID, boy, everybody wants space. So the more personal space on a cruise. What's involved in this campaign, and why is it different from what? I mean, you've always had some of the largest suites, balconies, public spaces. So are you just trying to promote this and sort of remind everybody that you do have this difference?
Well, yeah. I mean, we have among the highest space ratios in the industry. So this is just a way to help reinforce that aspect that, in addition to our unrivaled experience that we focus on delivering every single day, that we do have unrivaled space on our ships. Mm-hmm. And it's a perfect way to help people get comfortable about getting back on the water. And I got to tell you, James, the demand out there has been significant. We had these records. The World Cruise launch for 2023. We basically sold out the World Cruise on the first day, and that was for a World Cruise, 140 plus day World Cruise in 2023. Sold out one day.
I remember when that happened and we wrote about it, and that was like, wow, it sort of got us away from thinking about the pandemic for a little while, about the possibilities in the future for what we could all do. So that was a great accomplishment. So congratulations on that. And the other thing is that you also, in the last month or so, you also introduced an Upgrade Your Horizon offer. It's part of your wave season promotions. It's sort of a large suite upgrade. I think you call it the largest suite upgrade promotion in your history. Can you tell us a little bit about that promotion and why you launched it?
Yeah, we recognize how much demand is pent up right now, and people want to get out of their houses and they want to get back to the water. And we wanted to make sure we were working with our travel partners and giving them the tools and making it simple for them. They're inundated. Our partners are inundated with so many different promotions left and right typically. So we wanted to make it very clear, simple. And so we launched it on all voyages, all ships, that we had open for sale at that point, to make it nice and easy for them to be able to talk to their clients and help convince them to book and get back out in the water. Now, it's been so successful, we've started to have to pull off some of the sailings.
Oh, wow.
It's still all destinations and all ships, but it's important for our travel partners to realize that they need to book early. So strongly encourage them to reach out to their guests and utilize this outstanding promotion, to help get guests booked even further out, even in 22 and 23, which have been booking fantastically.
Yeah, well, if you can sell out a World Cruise for 23, that's pretty amazing. And then this promotion on top of it. And also, travel advisors will get a reward too as part of this promotion.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The key to us, we're about to celebrate our 30th anniversary next year. And the reason why we've been so successful, and I believe the leader in the luxury cruising, is because of our travel partners and the support we've had over the years from them. They really helped us grow, and part of the reasons why we've been able to introduce Explorer, Splendor, and now our third Explorer class ship in 2023. But yeah, so as part of the promotion for any booking that's made in January and February, any new deposited booking, there's a $100 gift card that we're going to be giving to our agents.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And these days, boy, they're looking for compensation any way they can, and I mean they'll get back there, but it's been a year without anything, so it's been tough. And speaking of that, how else have you been working and supporting your travel advisors out during this period? I mean, obviously, a lot of them have been working with their clients with the future cruise credits for all the cruises that unfortunately got postponed. And as you said, they are making some new bookings, obviously. But how are you working with the advisors right now?
Yeah, so unfortunately, when we had to cancel, we protected the commissions for any paid in full guests on any of the cancellations, and we're also going to be paying commissions for those people who chose the future cruise credit when they actually do sail and utilize that future cruise credit on their next sailing at that point. So we wanted to make sure that we were protecting them and keeping them whole from that standpoint. And then obviously continuing to invest in education,
right?
Support and materials, anything we can do to help them, to continue to grow their business. And again, it's never been a more perfect time, in my opinion, to look at their guests and make sure that they're putting their guests on the right ship. The best part of the cruise industry is you get the right consumer on the right product and they're sold for life.
Yeah.
And so I think this is an opportune time to take a look at guests who used to travel on the premium ships, which are now bigger ships, and giving them an opportunity to step up. Because I'll tell you, one of my favorite things, James, is going on the ship and meeting somebody who's been a sailor, who's been cruising for years and years.
Right.
But they've never experienced Regent before. And then they come to me like, I can't believe I've been wasting all these years and all that money on going on these other products. And I could have been going on Regent at the same time, too, because once they're on, they realize the value proposition.
Yeah.
And then obviously the experience is over the top. So that's one of my favorite things is running into those people on board the ship.
Well, I remember some of your sales team used to put a chart up with at some of the travel advisor conferences and just give the actually straight comparison to some other lines compared to Regent, and it usually came out in your favor. Surprising, I was shocked all the time, but it was a great comparison point to tell advisors so they could relay it to their clients. exactly what the value proposition is. Now, any other major differences that you want to highlight for Regent Seven Seas?
Our focus has always been to deliver that unrivaled experience, and that really starts not on board the ship. It really starts with that very first phone call. So everything we do, it's in the DNA of all of our employees, is trying to deliver that unrivaled experience. So we're here to support our travel partners in the initial process, but all the way through until their clients get home. So that's what we're all about. Includes the off-ship experience.
Right.
So we continue to invest in the off-ship experience in the shore excursions. As I mentioned, we have over 2,000 plus free unlimited shore excursions that we include on our voyages throughout the globe. But we've also invested in a Smart Guide app, which allows our guests to use their own smartphones to listen to the tour guides when they're on tour.
Oh, wow.
So
no more of those things in the ears anymore, right? Or at least you have your own, right?
They can use their own headphones.
Yeah.
But again, in a socially distanced world, when we're going to get out and we're still going to be spacing ourselves, to be able to hear the tour guide using their own cell phone is just a great enhancement in that overall experience off the ship. So again, we're looking at all ways, James, to continue to improve and refine that unrivaled experience in every aspect.
Now, anything else you'd like to get out to our travel advisor viewers? We have about 75,000 out there. About anything else you want to say to them?
Everyone, on behalf of the entire Regent family, we couldn't be more thankful for everything they've been doing. Just outstanding the way that everyone has reacted, to the move from home standpoint, and how it seemed like flawlessly executed as far as helping their clients guide through this troubled times. This is the amazing part, is that as you look forward, it's more and more important that they're using travel professionals to help them, guide them through the nuances that are going to be in the new world we live in as we move forward. And so they've always been incredibly valuable and truly help guests leverage and utilize their time and money the most effective way. Because this is one of the most precious things that these guests have is this time away, and then this investment they're making in that time. And our travel partners are just a crucial element of ensuring that they maximize that opportunity.
No,
so we couldn't be more thankful.
No, absolutely. And I think we're all realizing once again, it takes a crisis to prove the value of a travel advisor. We wish it weren't always the case, but clearly they're going to be there for their clients, and their clients right now are eager to get back to traveling as soon as we can. And despite every day, it seems like there's something new throwing a curve here and there, but we'll get through it. And we'll see what happens. Now, where can Travel Advisor go to get more information on all these promotions and everything else that's going on with Regent?
So the Regent website is always the best thing. We've made some significant enhancements to that, and it's www.rssc.com.
That's an easy one. There you go.
Yep.
Well, Jason, I want to thank you for taking the time. I'm sorry it's not live, but hopefully later this year, we'll be on board. You, me, and Randall Soy and the whole team. And we'll be saying, boy, remember those days back in the pandemic? And hopefully that's what we'll be looking at the rearview mirror. But we're looking back to getting on board and starting to experience the new Splendor. That's going to be an amazing ship. And again, it's great to see you.
James, always great to see you. And looking forward to doing this in person later this year on board the ship. So it'll be fun.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.